Hello folks, I am back yet again for another review, and well, as you can tell, I sound quite a lot better, because I got my microphones back finally. So yeah, today we are taking a look at this. This is a Rapido N scale, what is it, Via Rail Telus livery, F40PH-2D. This is in the Via Rail Canada 6429 Telus scheme era 2002 plus DC silent no sound. Of course, it's by Rapido Trains, and yeah. So my friend here that I bought this from is his YouTube is the Conductor 60767, and I bought this from him because why not? It was a good deal. Got it for $150, I think, or $155. I think that's pretty good for a F40PH-2D, and yeah. I mean, that's actually quite interesting. It's right here. It says ages 14 and up, whilst here it says ages 16 and up. So yeah, very interesting. Let's open it up here. My friend told me to open this on camera because he hit something inside. But here's the manual. There is 95 parts on this locomotive if you exclude the speaker, which I am. These are bigger stickers, by the way, really big stickers. See trains, think Rapido. Rapido Trains Inc. Take it easy, take the train. These are some photos from him as well. The Ontario Northland pulling what looks to be the Northland. A Canadian National, maybe GP something, GP9, maybe GP7. I think it's a GP9 pulling the GO train. 5 cars. And well, here it is, the manual. And it's a phone screen. A Telus Samsung phone screen. Okay, very interesting. He was right. That is very random. But yeah, I guess it fits because it's a Telus screen. Well, thank you so much, the Conductor. And here is the manual. Of course, it is a very, very basic manual. I think it's probably one of the worst manuals that I've actually ever seen. There's no diagram on how to open this. There's no diagram on basically anything. Nothing about lubrication. So yeah, not really that good. And here it is, the model. It looks pretty good. Especially for it being an N-scale model, it looks really nice. And then there is also 2 traction tire drivers. And now let's pull this out. Whoop. And yeah, there it is. Let's get this out here. Yeah, this locomotive actually looks really nice in my opinion. Like, it is really detailed. I love how this flower looks too. It's really greatly detailed. So yeah, really nice detail. I'm not a fan of those exposed gears, but that should be okay. Yeah, that looks really nice. Yeah. Nothing really to complain about. Of course, working ditch lights, headlights, and number boards. No tri-colored classification lights, though. I mean, surely that is possible on N scale, but maybe not possible when this was made. But yeah, there is fan detail too. The Nathan K3, I think it is. Or M3, I think it's an M3. And yeah, that's the model. Alright, so I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. I'm going to try and open the model because I would like to see what it looks like inside, and then we'll go on to the coupler height test. And there you go, that's it. Very simple. That does come with a pre-fitted speaker, which is great. There you can see the cab interior. This has a, I think this is a Next 22 socket. I think. It definitely does not look like a Next 18, that's for sure. Because it's like with Next 18s, the pins are on the actual decoder, not on the board. Whilst with this one, it is on the board, and the receiving end or female end is on the decoder itself. But yeah, that's what it looks like on the inside. And alright, well, let's go over to the coupler height test. Alright, so here for the coupler height test, we have it on the track. I'm going to use my microtrain scale New Haven caboose, because that's accurate from what I remember. So let's zoom in here. And yep, that is a accurate coupler height. Alright, let's test the front of the, what do you call it, F40? You know, I think this is actually my first via rail locomotive I've ever had. I've had coaches in HO, but never a locomotive. And let's see here. Is it accurate? Nope, that's not on. Is it accurate? Okay, is the coupler twisted? No. Well, anyways, that's not really too accurate there. It is visibly bent up, by the way. That's not just like a thing here. Let me pull that so you can actually see here. As you can see, this side is slanted down, this side is slanted up. So yeah, that is unfortunately an accurate coupler height. So the front is bad, which now I will say, some people will probably say, oh, you're never going to use the front coupler. Well, if you have the Via Rail Canadian and N scale, you need two F40PHs. They use two in real life. So yeah, you would need two of those. So if you're going to use a front coupler, well, you're going to need that. So yeah. Alright folks, let's go down to the track and see if this can run. Alright, so here it is down on the track. I don't have a full N-scale layout set up, or any coaches for that matter, or, well, really anything. I have some freight, but that's really it. So just for now, we're going to be testing on this little test track I have set up here on my main layout. So yeah, let's see. Does it work? Yes, it does, and it's very smooth. That's really nice. Let's see, how can I crawl with this? Let's see. Yes, I can. Wow, look at that. Wow, that is moving. Wow. That's still moving. Wow, that is great. Yeah, that's really smooth. And also has, I'm not sure if you're able to see that, but it does actually have truck lights too. As you can see right there on the front. Well, let's see, do these ditch lights actually work? Let's just see here, the rear light. I don't see a rear light, so I don't think there is one. Then the front ditch lights. Oh, I pulled my wire out. Alright, let's see, so ditch lights then. Yes, the ditch lights do indeed work. I don't know if I can show that, but yeah, you can kind of see it. They do indeed work, and the locomotive is very smooth. Yeah. Although, like I said, it doesn't really sound that happy. But then again, that might be this controller. Because this might have one of those coreless motors. Ugh. Maybe it's a bit out of oil. Because that doesn't sound happy at all. Oh, that sounds, yeah, very bad. Okay. I think it is out of oil. But yeah, as you can see, folks, that runs beautifully. But there is no rear light. Oh yeah, that's definitely oil. I'll add some oil into that after this review. Yeah, there is no rear light, which is disappointing. Although you would never really run these in reverse anyways, unless you were doing some sort of, what do you call it, switching scene. That's the only time you would really run these in reverse. But yeah, regardless though, this is a really good locomotive. I do highly recommend it. And yeah, that's going to be it for my review here today, folks. Now, for my point system, for those who don't remember or who are new to my channel, I have a point system out of 100. My point system basically goes off detail level. Well, basically goes off what I remember. So it goes off coupler height, running capabilities, detail, lights, etc. So, well, running capabilities. It runs fine, but it seems to be a little bit out of oil, or seems to have some sort of slipping bearing issue or rotating bearing. So I will be taking 5 points off for that, because at least from what I was told, these are his is new, from what I was told, so it's not really that used. Um, So yeah, I'm going to take 5 points off for that. Then I'm also going to take 5 points for the coupler height being wrong. I mean, you can even see here how much drooping the rear one is and how high the front one is. So I'm going to take 5 points off for the front one being off. But of course, the rear one is accurate, so that is okay. That brings us down to 90 points. Now, I think overall, though, this locomotive is good. But I will be taking off 5 more points for the fact of the rear light not working. Although, like I said, it's not really a big issue. I think it would have been great if that rear light did actually work. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it, folks. 85 points. Overall, I think this is a great locomotive, and it definitely is worth your money if you can get it for the $155 I paid for it. So yeah, thank you all folks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on my next video. Also, if you can, please like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. Goodbye, folks.